Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, I'd like to say a few words about the Organizational of Benefit and Profit Ltd. On the transparency, you will see that Mr. Lucky Luck, Mr. Smiley Rich, and Mrs. Nancy Money are sitting on the board of directors. The board is headed by Mr. Lucky Luck. He is the Chief Executive of Benefit and Profit Ltd, and he has overall control of the whole company. Mrs. Nancy Money, who graduated from Finance Faculty of Harvard University, is the Chief Accountant of the company. She deals with finance and investment of the organization. In 2005, the board elected Mr. Happy as the Managing Director of Benefit and Profit Ltd. He is responsible for running the company and is involved with the total managing of the company from the factory floor up to the boardroom. Now, Mr. Happy is assisted by 4 executive managers. First, Mr. Caring. He is the personnel manager and is responsible for recruitment, personnel training, management development, staff condition, health and safety, first aid nurse, and is also responsible for general maintenance and security. He does have a lot of job to handle. Second, Mrs. Cash. She is the finance manager who takes care of the corporate finance and accounting, as well as credit control, purchase and sales. She does internal audit and handles the welfare of the employees. You know, wage, salaries, pension, and insurance.
Next, we have sales department, which is led by Mrs. Friendly. Mrs. Friendly is in charge of handling incoming orders from home and abroad. She will organize all areas of selling in company, manage linking with representatives and agents, do market research, advertising, and promoting products. Miss Friendly is assisted by the warehouse department, who is responsible for stock control, and export department, which take care of shipping, transportation, and document handling. Last but not least is Mr. Planning. Mr. Planning has a solid team of designers, engineers, quality controllers, and factory maintenance officers. He is responsible for all the production process. That's about the people in the company. Now, the company itself was set up in 2004, and for the last 2 years, many reliable esteemed companies around the world have proposed to be our agent or sales representative of our product in their areas. We have carefully selected the companies who want to be our agent. These agents of ours must have their own office paper ones. They also must have a showroom and a group of technicians. So far, we have 17 representatives in all, 4 offices in Asia countries, 8 in some cities in USA, and the rest in European countries. Detailed info on our offices and representatives can be read from the information sheet you have. Well, that's a brief overview about our company. Are there any questions?
Number 1. Hierarchy. The company is headed by the managing director. The personnel manager reports progress to the managing director. The finance manager is under the managing director. The sales manager is accountable to the managing director. The sales manager is supported by a sales team. The The sales manager is assisted by a sales assistant. The managing director is responsible for running the company. The finance manager takes care of corporate finance. The sales manager is in charge of handling the incoming orders. Now, let's move to the second script. It is a simple and interesting webinar script. Let's check this out. Good afternoon. Thank you all for finding time and visiting today's webinar. My name is Diana and I'm a marketing staff at Catapult Corporation. Our company is the leading provider of mobile phone. Now, I will ask you one question to check if you can see and hear us well. Do you hear me well? Great. Our topic today is getting closer to our latest mobile phone. And the speaker is Mr. Antoine Dupont. Before we start, let me explain how you can talk to us during the webinar. If you have any question during the presentation, just write them to chat. We will have short breaks during a presentation and a Q&A session at the end to answer your question.
We will send you all the relevant links after the event, including a link to the webinar recording, which will be active for 3 days only. Now, we can begin. Our today's speaker is Mr. Antoine Dupont. He is the CEO, the speaker, and the strategist from Catapult Corporation. He is from Paris, France, and is in the USA since 1989. He is very good in the export of marketing practitioners. For Mr. Antoine Dupont, the floor is yours. Thank you, Diana. I'm happy to talk to you all today. And that is all for today. Now we have a little more time to answer your questions. Thank you, Mr. Dupont. We already have a few questions. Please ask your question in chat if you want to join our discussion. Looks like we answered all your questions. Mr. Dupont, is there anything else you would like to mention? No? It looks like we have covered everything. Thank you all for your time. Great. Thank you. Now we need to make some important announcements. This is the part where you advertise your product or service and make a final call to action. Thank you for participating in today's webinar. We hope to see you again next time. Goodbye everyone.